The start of the year also marks the beginning of the total ban on pogos in the country. For the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission, or PAOC, the job is not yet over. PAOC has received reports on small-scale underground operations. Following the President's directives, PAOC has teamed up with LGUs and the Office of the Solicitor General in order to crack down on these illegal operations. But the top priority now is to locate over 11,000 foreign POGO workers that are still in the country. These POGO workers failed to downgrade to tourist visas and leave the country before the December 31 deadline set for them and now face deportation.
With that crackdown in full force, we have the Executive Director of the PAOC, Undersecretary Gilbert Cruz, to discuss the ongoing efforts and the next steps of this pressing issue. Yusek Gilbert, Happy New Year, and thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Yes, ma'am. Happy New Year and good evening to all of us.
Okay, I have been hearing your warnings since before the new year about how a lot of these big POGO workers are now hiding under underground small-scale operations. You mentioned contacting LGUs and even appealing to citizens to report. Exactly how big is this number, and are you expecting na yung 11,000 more workers that have not downgraded their visas? Sila po itong hinahanap natin.
Yeah, actually we are looking at more or less mga 11,000 na mga foreign nationals whose visas were downgraded from a working visa to tourist visa. So if ever they were caught o makikita sila ng mga law enforcement units natin or LGUs na they are working on computers o nakaupo sila ron sa sinasabi nila na call centers o sasabihin nila BPOs, definitely they're violating immigration laws kasi nga they're supposed to be out of the country siguro nung mga 30 days ago o 60 days ago pa.
Since they are already illegal aliens, quote-unquote, because they have extended or gone past the deadline, if they are flagged in the airports, will they be allowed to exit the country or will they be detained first?
They will be questioned first kasi nga since their passports are tourist visas na and dapat talaga wala na sila sa bansa and kung yung binigay sa kanilang tanning of their stay in our country ay nag-expire na, then there's some questions to be answered by those foreign nationals that will be caught with expired visas.
Okay, and with regard naman to POGO operations, those going underground, I can imagine, Yusek Gilbert, they will be much harder to ferret out, to find, and to, stop. What is the game plan now of PAOC? It looks like you really have your work cut out for you this coming year as these operations go underground.
Actually, we have much coordination that we needed from the local government, especially with the DILG, sa pangunguna nga ni SILG on Vic Remulla, we did some meetings already. And we already disseminated those audiovisual presentations showing how a local government official or how a local government employee can detect or makikita nila how is it, ano ba yung mga indicators going to na magsasabi na there is an illegal POGO operation in a particular area. Like halimbawa, the presence of foreign nationals in the area and halimbawa kung gabi nakikita nila at madaling araw bukas pa yung mga ilaw. Those are physical indicators na mayroong POGO operation doon sa area.
Okay, well, Yusek, it was actually reported that some big POGOs have been rebranding themselves as BPOs and even relocating sa Visayas and sa Mindanao. Can you elaborate more on that, Yusek? When you say rebrand, nagpalit na po ba sila ng business style because they also changed their names with the SEC? Or are they still masquerading, or are they still POGOs just masquerading as BPOs?
Ganun ang nangyayari. Others are masquerading as BPOs. But actually, ang gagawin talaga nila is scamming operation, yung mga POGO. And these are some yung mga modus operandi na ginagawa nila in some parts of our country already. there were reports that we received from the local government officials and some are from the law enforcement agencies na nagsasabi na there are some people na mga Filipinos and may mga kasamang Chinese na they are negotiating on renting a resort or hotel for 6 months. At nagugulat na nga lang sila na nakikipag-usap pa lang pero actually yung mga gamit or yung mga sasakyan nila doon na nandun na sa mga truck. So when they ask kung anong gagawing negosyo, ang sinasabi lang nila they will be establishing a call center, but definitely hindi naman sila naniniwala dahil nga napakita na natin kung paano nag-ooperate ang mga POGOs, and immediately they report this itong mga ganitong insidente sa amin.
Yusek, nabanggit niyo po, no, the presence of foreign nationals is a tip that there might be an illegal POGO operating. Pero sa mga locals, hindi po ba posible yun? Kasi alam po natin na pag Pilipino, victims po ang ating pagtrato sa kanila dahil na-employ po sila sa ganito. Pero is there a possibility that this could also be adopted by local citizens? And ano po ang maipapayo po ninyo para sa mga nasa kanilang mga bahay o kanilang mga unit at napapansin nila na may illegal activity pero hindi foreign nationals? Meron bang ganong mga reports?
May mga ganong report kasi ganito yan. Initially, hindi lumalabas yung mga foreign nationals. When they try to negotiate on renting a place, ang unang nakikipag-usap are mga Filipinos. And once na malapit na nilang isara, then they will introduce ito mga foreign nationals. Kasi in this kind of operation, mga POGO operations, sa ngayon, they're still needing yung assistance o yung partnership with foreign nationals is very essential. Kasi ang itong mga foreign nationals, if they are targeting mga foreign nationals din na bibiktimahin nila o scamin nila, they need to talk in yung language nila. Let's say if ang tatargetin nila is Vietnamese or Malaysians or Chinese, then they need foreign nationals to profile itong mga tao na to, yung mga lolokohin nila. And then after getting the profile and naikahon na nila itong bibiktimahan, then that's the time na papasok itong mga locals for engage na nila in some communications before they will be introduced into cryptocurrency scamming or lab scam.
Okay. Maraming salamat at rest assured, Yusek, natatawagan namin kayo from time to time to check on how this is going. But for now, maraming salamat at Happy New Year, Undersecretary Gilbert Cruz, Executive Director of PAOK.